History of slavery. Slavery is based on the perspective in which one human being is legally the property of another. They can be then sold or bought. Slavery can be traced back the God of Hammurabi, 1760 BC.
The Atlantic slave trade. The biggest slave trade was the Atlantic slave trade. It took place across the Atlantic Ocean from the 16th through to the 19th centuries. The majority of slaves transported were Africans from the central and western parts of the continent. Those slaves were then transported to North and South America by European slave traders. Slaves were transported on enormous boats. Atlantic shipment. After being captured and held in the factories, slaves entered the famous Middle Passage. Around 2.2 million Africans died during these voyages. If you want to have an idea of how big is that number, just think that in the city of Philadelphia, the population is 1.5 million. This city is the fifth most populated in the United States. The slave traders would try to fit anywhere from 350 to 600 slaves on a ship. The voyages took at least 2 months and a half. Work of slaves. Most of the time, the slaves had to do the hardest work their boss had for them. Most common things were working in the dark in dangerous mines and on the cotton plantations. When they didn't do their job well enough, they were punished severely. They were hit and died shortly after becoming slaves. Most of the time, especially when a lot of slaves worked together, there was a leader with them who told the slaves what to do. Sometimes they were chained to each other or their workplace. To make the work easier, they wrote songs to sing while working. Some of them are still sung and have become very famous, so it reminds us about the story of the slaves.